What's good, team? Right now, I'm going to bring you guys another top 10 video this week. In this week's top 10 video, I'm going to be bringing you guys the top 10 most powerful hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, the reason why I want to bring you guys this video is because there are a lot of powerful hand traps to use in Yu-Gi-Oh! And sometimes players might get a little confused on which ones to pick up for their deck. So, with that being said, I hope to help you guys make good investments with this video into picking up the best hand traps for you and the deck you're going to run. So, without further ado, let's begin. Shooting straight into the video, my number 10 pick, Swift Scarecrow. Now, Swift Scarecrow is a very powerful hand trap, and its effect basically reads, you can pitch it from your hand to end the battle phase. Really quick, really solid, easy to remember effect. Now, the reason why I like Swift Scarecrow for something like Battle Faders is due to the fact that it's machine, and since it's being machine, you can search it via things like Gear and X, which I used to do back when I ran gadgets, so I don't have to worry about getting OTK by an opponent's monster. And then not to mention, when it comes to cards like Battle Fader, if your opponent has a solid warning, they can negate your Battle Fader, which was one thing a lot of players used to do back in the day. So with that being said, I had to have Swift Scarecrow on this list at number 10 because it's a very powerful hand trap that's really great for keeping you out of sticky situations. Coming to list at number 9, I have Skullmeister. Now, Skullmeister is another great card that a lot of players have forgot about. Effect basically reads, when your opponent's monster effect would activate in the graveyard, you pitch them from your hand to the graveyard to negate that effect. This is going to be very good against the True King Dinosaur deck due to the fact that the baby Saurus and Pterodon have effects that activate in the graveyard. So overall solid card. Players have used it against over the years against cards like Sangan. It's a dark type level 4 monster. Mid to late game you can use it to make XYZ plays and rank 4 monsters. The list goes on from there. So yeah, Skullmeister is on this list at number 9 because this is really good, really powerful, easy effect, and it has utility in today's format. Coming to number 8, DD Crow. Now, DD Crow is a card that has stood the test of time. DD Crow effect basically reads, you pitch it from your hand, banish a card in either player's graveyard. That's very good, very powerful. Some might say it's even a little bit better than Skullmeister, but the downside of DD Crow is, while you banish stuff in the graveyard, you do not necessarily negate the effect. So if your opponent will have a powerful effect, you would want to use, of course, something like Skullmeister. But with DD Crow, you just want to use it to banish stuff. So let's say, for example, if your opponent goes Called and Hunted, trying to bring back a powerful monster, you can DD Crow it. When Spirals become hot next set, and people want to bring back their Spiral Quick Fists or their Big Reds, you can DD Crow it. The list goes on from there. DD Crow has always been a powerful card that has stood the test of time, and that's why it's on the list at number 8. Coming to list number 7, we got Artifact Lancia. Now, Artifact Lancia is a very powerful card in this format, especially because we have decks that mill a lot. The fact basically reads, you can banish it from your hand. Your opponent cannot banish cards for the turn. Now, this is really great against the Infernoid deck to stop that after they do their Grass the Greener play. You can use Lancia to stall them a turn because they won't be able to bring out some of their Infernoid monsters. It's also good against decks that just want to banish. Some say it might even be good against dinosaurs to stop your opponent from using Triumph Infinity its effect. The list goes on from there. I mean, Artifact Lancia is just a very powerful card. It was good against the Cosmos. I mean, if you set it, your opponent MSTs it. He comes to the field. I mean, he's able to bluff. The list can go on from there. So yeah, Artifact Lancia is number 7 because very powerful and is really good against Infernoids. And Inferno is one of the most powerful decks in today's meta. Coming on to number 6, Flying Sea. Now, Flying Sea made this list at number 6 over something like Artifact Lancia, which made the list at number 7 because it has more utility. Right now, XYZ is running Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, this period. Yeah, we have pendulums and yeah, we have synchros, but XYZ still remains to be king. Everyone wants to do XYZ plays. Even going to the link format, you got people want to use the XYZ plays. So Flying Sea is really great because the fact basically you pitch from your hand to your opponent's side of the field, while it's on your opponent's side of the field, they can make an XYZ play, which is really good because against decks like, let's say for example, Zodiac's a great deck. You can stop your opponent with with Flying Sea. The list goes on from there. I mean, Flying Sea, even into the link format, it's gonna be really great. So with that being said, with the utility Flying Sea has, I've had the list at number 6. It's really good, really powerful. Coming to list at number 5, I have Effect Veiler. Now, Effect Veiler is a card that basically reads, you pitch it from your hand, your opponent monster will activate an effect, negate the effect. Very easy, simple effect. It also has a plus side of being a level 1 tuner. Now, the tuner part being aside, Effect Veiler is very powerful just due to the fact that it's Effect Veiler. I mean, if you play against a very powerful opponent who's going to try to use a lot of effects, let's say for example a Stratos type effect, the effect that searches, you can effect whether really good, really standard. It's never really a bad card to have if you're on a budget and you can't afford something as powerful as some of the later cards I'm going to get into in this video. And it's been reprinted 1,000 times. So with that being said, have effect like number 5. Players have abused it throughout the years ever since it was released because it's just that good and it's really versatile and it can go on almost anything. Coming on to number 4, we have Maxi because it's Maxi. It's limited to 1 for a reason. Some people may even argue that the card is OP and needs to be banned permanently. But we have not gotten to that point yet with Maxi. At the moment, it's a Luxat card, effect basically reads: when your opponent will special summon a monster, you pitch the Maxi, they can draw X amount of times for every time you special summon a card. Which is really great, and because it completely stops, in most cases, stops the opponent's plays. Unless they're going for the OTKs, and if you have something like Scarecrow, you're usually going to win because they have so much advantage. But a lot of the times when you Maxi the opponent, they can special summon and make you deck out. So Maxi is an overall powerful card. I mean, number 4 on this list because it's at 1. If it was higher, it'd be higher on this list. It'd definitely be number 1 because it's a really powerful effect. But as times go on, cards do get limited and cards do get less and less play and less value. Coming to number 3, Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries. Now this card made it listed number 3 over Maxi because it's just wins games flat out. Like why Maxi can stop turns, Winter Cherries is win games. Effect basically read: you pitch it from your hand when you're trying to believe normal summons or special summon a monster. Don't quote me on that. You reveal your card in your extra deck. If your opponent contains that same card in the extra deck, you banish all copies of that card. So, for example, you can activate Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries, reveal a Dark Law against the hero player. If the hero player has Dark Law in the extra deck, they have to banish all their Dark Laws. And in most decks, like Heroes, Burning Abyss, back in those days, it could just completely wreck your opponent. Just really easy, really simple effect that hurts. And today's meta is not that great because a lot of decks are relying on their monster effect, and they're not relying on one single extra deck monster. But the power is still there because what a lot of players have been doing, they'll make an extra deck of a good 10 solid monsters, and then they'll have like 5 monsters for certain decks like Heroes, Totally Awesome, Dante, etc. etc. So I believe Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries is a very powerful card, really powerful effect, and its effect I believe will stand the test of time. Now going over Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries, we have the second Ghost Ogre on this list. Coming in at number 2, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Effect basically reads: you pitch it from your hand. When your opponent activates a face-up spell, trap, or monster effect on the field, destroy that card. Very simple effect. It's a tuner. There's nothing to love about the card. Destruction is amazing in this game. It's the fact that while it's like spy removal is so scarce because you can't run things like Sakura Armor like we used to do back in the day. With that being said, it's very powerful what it does, and it being a tuner is really great as well, but to help you make later single plays in a duel. And last but not least, number 1 on this list, Ghost Ash and Beautiful Spring. Now the Ghost Ash and Beautiful Spring effect basically reads: well, it comes on the next set, but when your opponent will activate a card that moves cards from the deck, I believe, or graveyard, pretty much negate that effect. So example, your opponent goes Pot of Desires, banish 12, negate the effect, they banish the 12. GG no re, you immediately win. It's the reason why a lot of players in the OCG don't run Pot of Desires anymore. It stops searching, I believe it stops special summoning. The list goes on from there, and it also counts as a tuner, and it's a zombie type. So, with that being said, I believe Ghost Ash and Beautiful Spring will definitely be a card we will see in Yu-Gi-Oh! Damn near forever until it gets banned or hit to 1. So, as a recap of this video, we had Ghost Ash and Beautiful Spring at number 1, Ghost Ogre Summer at number 2, Ghost Ogre and Winter Cherries at number 3, Maxi at number 4, Effect Leather at number 5, Flying Sea at number 6, Artifact Lancer at number 7, Diddy Crow at number 8, Skull Monster at number 9, Scarecrow at number 10. So this was my top 10 best hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, most powerful hand traps in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now. If you guys felt like there was a hand trap that I did not list that should have been on this list, post that in the comment section down below. As I always tell you guys, if you're new viewers to the channel, I would love for you to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. I upload pretty much 5 days a week now. So yeah, this is Chris from Innovation Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm signing out. Peace, guys. Stay innovative. Deuces.